Hello, everybody. That's her line, thief. Astra making a 420 joke. Now I want to smoke. Well, I said, smoke 'em if you got 'em. It is the 420 stream, chat. I don't know if you guys knew this, but it is indeed the 420 stream today. So we could do 420 if we wanted to. I'm thinking maybe at the end of the stream, I might take a, might take a little bit of a. I might not though. I don't know. I usually like hate being high on stream, so we'll see how we'll see. I feel like obligated to though because it's obviously it's 420 stream, but we'll see how it goes, chat. We'll see how it goes. Don't smoke nicotine. I mean, it's not nicotine. The butterfly vape, potentially. The butterfly vape is like it needs maintenance. It's like I like it a lot. The thing is like if whenever you buy like a battery for like a cart, they're usually like only lasts like 6 months. That's the problem. I'll say the butterfly vape has been pretty good. It just needs some like you have to clean it every once in a while because it becomes tricky to use. You have to like hold it at a certain angle to get it to work. But I figure it's probably better than like a normal vape that just breaks, because at least you can still use it. And then it's like a password, you know, if you use it and then you have to finagle it in a certain way. Like I know how to get it because I'm talented. But when you hand it to someone else, they're just like, why isn't it hitting? What the fuck? And I'm just like, I don't know, man. Just gotta get better. Thank you, Taco, for the subscription. What's poppin'? Vaping butterfly seems dangerous. I mean, you would not believe your eyes if 10,000 butterflies, something, I don't remember the other lyrics to that song. Like Astra would share with anyone? Like Astra would share with anyone? That's a good point. Watching Astra at my friend's house? Well, tell your friend I said hello. It's fireflies, motherfucker. I know, but like that didn't match with the butterfly. I said butterflies instead of fire. I know it was fireflies, but like I didn't. That wasn't the context. Okay. I realized that it was fireflies too late, and I couldn't stop the joke before making it. So I was committed. All right, give me a break. If you weren't so tired, you could have remembered the joke. This is true, Chad. This is very true. He's 39. I mean, I don't need to know how old he is, but okay, I mean, that's fine. It's fair. It's a specialty vape. Reality, it's crack. I don't think you can vape crack. Can you vape crack? Is that possible? I don't think that's how that works. I think you have to like I don't even know how you do crack. Cause isn't it crack like when you take cocaine and then you like boil it on a spoon? Am I wrong about that? Isn't that when you like take coke and then you just like get it super red hot and like liquefy it, then you draw it up in a syringe and inject it? Isn't that crack? You can vape anything. I mean, I guess that's kind of true. Is it just me or is it stuttering? I mean, I've dropped a couple frames, so it could be me. It could be me. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it's not me. Hopefully not. Hopefully this isn't a cursed stream. Hey Asher, you're cute. Oh, thank you. You boil cocaine with water and baking soda. It just seems so weird. Like, I feel like cocaine is sort of like socially acceptable. Like, if you go to a party and you're like, yeah, I've done cocaine before, no one's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? That's crazy. Unless, of course, you're at like a Mormon house party. But, like, if you do crack cocaine, like if you do crack, like yeah, I do crack, you're like, oh, right? So it's funny how like baking soda and like boiling it is the difference between like an unhealthy habit and like a problem. But to be fair, I feel like cocaine is is pretty problematic too. I feel like there's a lot of people who have like problems with cocaine. I've known a lot of people who are just like got lost in the sauce of that shit, man. I feel like cocaine is on the list of drugs that I actively avoid. Like nicotine, I mean, I don't completely avoid nicotine, but for the most part, I avoid any nicotine, um, cocaine, like heroin, fucking. Squeeze me, chat. Pittsburgh quack queen. Tastes like cream. It creates a cream paste that you dry and it's mostly pure. What is the point? Doesn't it make it strong? I don't even know. Like, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I'm not that well versed in. I'm not that much of a druggy, chat. How would we know you're not on cocaine? I mean, I think you can tell by like the eyes. I think you get like super dilated eyes, I think. Or no, it's you don't you get the opposite. You get like super constricted eyes cuz you're so fucking locked in, you're so like focused, so you're just like I don't know. I mean, I genuinely don't know. I like I'm not that experienced at this shit. I don't know. I don't do cocaine. I don't know this shit. Astra is hanging out with 80s Wall Street traders. I mean, I'm not doing Quaaludes. Quaaludes! Most of them are overrated, to be honest. I smoked crack for once for 8 years. Is it good? Would you recommend it? Should I try it? I'm too addicted to Mountain Dew to be addicted to cocaine. I don't have enough money for cocaine. That's like how you know you're like broke as fuck. Is when you're like, I can't afford. I'm not avoiding cocaine because it's bad for me. I'm avoiding it because I can't afford that shit, man. I can't avoid that. I can't afford that. You think I could afford to like buy an 8-ball of cocaine? Nah, dude. No, fuck that. She's been visiting Miami. I don't recommend it. You're broke ass bitch. Wardrobe malfunction? I mean, no. I'm not that worried about a wardrobe malfunction because I have, you know, provisions. You're a broke ass bitch. You're goddamn right, I'm a broke ass bitch. I am a broke ass bitch. Absolutely, I am a broke ass bitch. And I'm not proud of it. Chat, I've been watching, I don't know if you've seen the anime that came out recently. It's called Chain Smoker Cat. Have you guys seen this anime? Have you guys heard about this? Have you guys seen this? The Chain Smoker Cat anime? I feel very targeted by that anime, and I don't like it. I don't like how targeted I feel from that anime specifically. there was like a fucking moment in that anime where like a streamer cat like forgets to turn off their stream, and they do like something really embarrassing on stream, and I just like I had a moment. I'm like, this is made for me. This is made about me. Why is this like I had to like turn it off. I was like, oh fuck, this is too real. This is too real, dude. It's too real. It's hard to make me queasy, and that my stomach was a week after the first episode. Yeah, that's hard. It's a hard one. That is like, I feel like it is a great anti-smoking ad. If you don't like smoking, it's fuck, dude. If you want to smoke, you gotta watch Chainsmoker Cat. It should be like, before you like buy a pack of cigarettes at the gas station, they should be forced to like show you like an episode of Chainsmoker Cat. What did you do? Nothing. Nothing. How much did your BP subs go up after that? I don't fucking. I didn't look at it. I'm sure I should have paid attention. It probably did. Listen, chat, that happened, and I tried my best to forget that it happened. All right, in my head, that's like a fictional event. That didn't happen. That was not real. That's not real. You can't convince me that actually happened because fuck. Chat, though, speaking of cat, what do you think of these earrings? I'm so scared. Oh my god, chat. What's going on, everybody? What's happening, everybody? What's popping? You have lovely hair. Oh, thank you. I like this outfit tonight. I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like this is such a casual, cute outfit. Like, I feel like I could wear this in public. Except for this is a very trans-coded shirt. I know this is like... This is very, like, femboy coded. I feel like I've seen a lot of other femboys wear this exact same shirt. I have screenshots. You screenshotted it? You bastard. You fucking bastard. She knows they skyrocketed. I don't know. It seems like every time that happens, it's always like the worst. Like I always feel like I look like shit. So I don't look at it. I don't drown in my own sweat. Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you decided to be not American and not have AC. Maybe that's what you should have done. Is maybe thought about which country you were born in before you were born there. Maybe you should have thought about that. Maybe you should have thought maybe instead of getting born in the country without AC, I should get born in the country with AC, because that would be a better idea. I'm struggling to remember which malfunctions we're talking about here. I did see blue clip on Reddit, the first incident, but it got taken down. A blue clip on Reddit? The first incident? You mean with the granny panty incident? Dude, that one was rough, dude. You gotta admit that if it's gonna happen, you at least want it to be flattering. That was so fucked, because it was like not even, it was not flattering. It was like how, you know, it was, you know, it comes back to Chainsmoker cat. It's like there's a cat, a cute anime girl cat. There's no way she can be disgusting or not be attractive, and then it's like, oh no, that was not good. That was not good, chat. That one was not good. I have nightmares about that one. Secret boomer underwear reveal. It was just it wasn't even my fault, chat. The underwear that I just happened to be wearing was too big for me, okay? It just happened to be too big for me. It's fucking bullshit is what it is. I'll tell you what. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking garbage. Fuck, dude. You were more pissed about that incident than the recent one. Yeah, because that one... Okay, to be fair, chat. And both of these incidents, I think I looked bad. I don't think I looked good. Like, I'm not, like, I feel, like, self-conscious about both of those incidents, right? But, like, at least the second one wasn't so bad. It was, the fucking granny panty incident, that was terrible. I think I threw that pair of underwear away. I was so, like, upset about it. It's like, come on, dude. It's not even, fuck. I don't know, chat. Maybe it makes it more valuable for, like, the true Gurners out there that are like, I need it to be a real fuck up. It can't be like a fake tease. It's gotta be a real fuck up for me to get my rocks off. I don't know. But man. Hey guys, that was so fucked up. You instantly threw the whole pack away. Did I? I mean, I'm not surprised, because, like, they were too big. That was not the correct size. Like, if you're wearing underwear and they're that floppy, they were not the right size for me. I mean, to be honest with you, they were not the right size. And I knew they weren't. I just was like, you know what? It's a pair of underwear I have, so I'm gonna wear it because I'm not planning on anybody seeing it today. And then I get fucked because, you know what? God damn it. I'm pretty sure those clips are erased from the internet. I doubt it, dude. Dude, okay. Someone, like, I fucking made that last fuck up, and then within, like, the hour, it was up on, like, a fucking, like, underground website. Like, there are websites out there that, there's, like, websites out there where they, like, post my nudes and, like, share them discreetly with each other, and, like, ooh... Astra fucked up real good this time. Finally she fucked up. And then the rest of the comments are like, no, not really worth even checking out, to be honest, but here you go. I've never been so, like, objectified in a comment section before. It's kind of funny, actually. That's how Astra is now a real woman. Every woman has that pair of underwear at the back of the drawer for bad days. Yeah, I mean, listen though, I think I had a valid reason to throw that pair out. They said what? There was something about, like, I forget what the thread was like. There was somebody, like, someone was asking for some of the, like, the nudes that have been, like, shared around before, and someone like had like you know, some guy came in with like the file like of, oh, here's my dump, I have everything, here it is. And he literally said in the comment that's like, nothing really worth looking at here, but you know, like, ow. First of all, I am watching this thread right now. Ow. First of all, ow. Second of all, second of all. Though I will say, with the last incident that happened, some guy was like, Astra finally fucked up. It's about damn time. And you know what? That did make me feel a little bit better. I will say. That would make me feel a little bit better, even though it was a bit fucked up to post that, you know. But, you know, chat needs a link for research purposes? No. Reason to throw them out? Bad experience on a Taco Tuesday? No, because they fucking shamed me. If you have an article of clothing, shame you, chat. That you gotta just get rid of it. You can't keep that shit. You can't keep that shit. You can't keep the cursed, like, item that is awful. He is a fool. The best part is, I'm sure that person who made that comment is probably lurking somewhere in this stream. I know you're there, motherfucker. I know you're there. I see you. I can smell you. This is a cute outfit. I do like this outfit. I thought it was going to get hardcore. We know you're recording the stream, motherfucker. I will say it is a little validating though to have someone like post your nudes somewhere else. It is a little validating, even if it is embarrassing. Fuck, dude. Did you upload to your BP today? Man, would you give me a break? Would you give me a break sometimes, man? God damn. The demand from these guys, I swear. Thank you, Disco, for the $10. Now you're less of a broke-ass bitch. Thank you, Disco, for the $10. Thank you, Disco. I'm sorry. You should have. I'm sorry you don't have an AC, Disco. I'm sorry that you haven't. You're not as fortunate to not have an AC. Maybe it's one of those people always guessing the stripes. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think it's any of the regulars, but maybe it is. Who knows? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I don't really care that much. Like, I wouldn't. If they were in the back of the stream, I wouldn't really care. I mean, listen, a view is a view. Did you post your wiki feet today? Thank you, Savvy, for the $10 for better underwear. Thank you for the. You know what, chat? Maybe I'll take that $10 and buy a pair of underwear on Amazon right now. Kind of want to do that. Oh shit, chat, look at the, speaking of Amazon, well, it's only a couple weeks since your last post. I know, but like, listen, man, all right, give me a break. It's hard when you're self-conscious to post shit, but look at this though. Look at this. I lost. I had a pair that looked a lot like this, but I lost them a while ago. I don't know where they are. I might find them eventually, but like, I don't know where they are. So I might get another pair of like these kind of earrings. I'm not totally sure yet. So what do you think? This pair or this pair? Or this? This one might be good for Burning Man, but it's also $16. So I don't know if I want to spend $16. Do these work? Are these like good? It seems like that's really bright. It does not look nearly as good as I'd want it to. I feel like that doesn't look that great. Some of these review photos are just fantastic, though. That is kind of cool, though. That is kind of cool. But I could also... I could get my Shima Pan underwear, chat. I might order a pair of Shima Pan underwear. Another one, at least. Isn't how small they can make those? I know it is pretty impressive, isn't it? Hmm. I should probably do this later. Oh, dude, that pair is cute. I could get that pair. Fuck, dude. I might buy some more underwear, chat. I feel like I need to buy some more underwear. I feel like I do. I feel like I'm at that point in my life when it's like I need to buy more underwear. You know, when you get to that point as an adult when you're just like, fuck, I need to buy underwear. We're fine with you browsing underwear. Do you like watching me shop for underwear? My obligation question, did you go to your P.O. box just to amuse myself? Listen, dude, I don't know how I'm gonna get to the P.O. box, alright? I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. I have not a clue. Not a clue. I don't think Twitch is. I mean, not as I show it. Laundry time? I do have to do laundry, but I don't know. I feel like I could use a new fresh pair of underwear. You know when you have like a new pair of underwear, it's like nice and new. And it's like, you know, I don't know, after like if you have a pair of underwear that's like, I have a couple of pairs of underwear that are like super old and so they're like faded. You know what I mean? They're some of the stitching is starting to rip on them. Like some of them have been, you know, seen better days. You're a clever girl. You could figure it out. Listen, man. How? Did you get that crazy ass storm hit you today? It was nuts here. We did get hit by it. I don't know if it was super crazy. But I was like, I was sleeping, so it was kind of nice to hear I like sleeping with the rain. I just like it when it rains, chat. I've been a rain fan and like a rain enjoyer recently. I always get sad when it stops raining. Sell them? Is it who's buying? Someone buying? I'll fucking sell. Is someone buying? I would absolutely sell a lightly used article of clothing. Is that even allowed? I don't know if that's allowed on Twitch. This is a joke in Minecraft. I left instantly. Not even if they're disembodied underwear. What is disembodied underwear? Reminds me of the time I went to hook up with with house and the pants dropped. His undies had holes all over them. What kind of undies were they? Were they boxers or were they like whitey tighty? I feel like when I was a kid, I used to exclusively wear boxers, and they always had holes in them. Like I had like every pair of underwear I had had holes in them because they were so old. Like I would just wear one pair of underwear for like years, and then they would just get fucked up over time because I would always wear like fucking boxers underwear. So it's like even if I changed size, like boxers are shit. Don't wear boxers, man. I don't understand how people wear boxers. I used to be my only pair of underwear that I would wear was fucking boxers, and they crump up, like they always ride up and like fucking turn into like a G-string. They're awful. There weren't hand-me-downs. They were TWS, but blue. They were TWS. Tighty whities? They were blue tighty whities and they had holes in them? Alright, well, if you got blue tighty whities with a hole in it, like, where was the hole? Was it in the back? Was it just that this guy had, like, some powerful, like, gas and it was ripping a hole through the back of it? Like the exhaust was burning too hot for a second or something? Boxer briefs is okay, but not regular boxers. Boxer briefs are okay. Yours for pussies, Commando 24/7. It's like a month, fucking moth bit every fucking bit of them. Lol. It probably was a moth. It's kind of funny, actually. I don't know. I don't like. I never liked whitey tighties. I feel like whitey tighties is always just like. I never liked the whitey tighties. I always felt uncomfortable with whitey tighties. That's probably why I always went with boxers. until I eventually switched to, like, Shima Pan. Like, the first pair of underwear I bought, chat, that was, like... And this might have been the first pair of underwear I myself purchased. Was, like, a pair of, like, red and blue Shima Pan underwear. And I'll tell you what, chat. To this day, that's, like, my favorite pair of underwear. That's, like, my favorite pair. Like, I tried it, and then I didn't go back. And that was it. Love my balls and wiener, but I wonder if a vagina is more comfortable within sitting. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, for me, I think that's, like, one thing. I think I've talked about this a couple times on the stream, but I think, like, some people they can't wear panties, and they can't wear, like, women's underwear because it's too small. Like, they have a dick, and it is out here, and it is massive, and it does not fit comfortably within, you know, a bikini cut underwear. But for me, I guess I'm just, like, either fortunate or unfortunate, depending on how you look at it. But, like, for me, it's not really that. I don't really have that problem. I only wear bikini cut panties or colored breeze. Wouldn't catch me dead wearing whitey tighties. Fuck that. Yeah. I mean, really, whitey tighties are just bikini cut panties for men, if you really want to think about it, chat. If you really want to get into the specifics. But, I don't know. I never, I like panties. I like boy shorts. I like boy shorts a lot. Those are pretty good. I don't know. I want to be great grandpa's undies from when he was a boy in the trenches of Gallipoli. Fortunate for small PP. I have balls like watermelon, and it's annoying at times. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, it's like sometimes I'll wear an outfit on stream, and people are always like, how do you tuck so well? And I have to, like, awkwardly explain, like, well, I don't actually tuck, but... I don't actually talk or anything, but... And then people get mad, because they're like, you're lucky. Meanwhile, it's like, you're literally jealous because I have a smaller dick. Like, who, like, come on, it's like, 90% of humanity has been jealous the other way. That's just the real deal. No tucking, no safety shorts. Such headers. You sat in your own nuts at one point. I think I did, yeah. But that doesn't happen very often. That's pretty rare. Especially if you're wearing the right kind of underwear, because it's like it holds everything in the right position. I don't know, chat. The thing about it is, chat, is it's, yeah, there's been shrinkage. Well, that's the thing, if you don't use it. That's the thing about, like, hold on, what the fuck am I here? Boogie, what are you eating? Oh, sorry, Moogie. Moogie Munch. E7 TV emotes kind of suck. I don't have any better Twitch TV emotes, man. I never got into that. Moogie. That's your dog in Trey's question. Well, hold on, what? I forgot what we were talking about. I got distracted by a Moogie. What were we talking about? You are not using it. Puss in Boots says, I don't know it. Don't I know it? You're not using it? What am I not using? Dude, she's so cozy. Oh my god. Oh, did it get smaller? Oh, right. Yeah, but if you take estrogen, your dick atrophies. So it's like, normally, if you're like a normal male, you know, your dick, you get like morning wood and everything, right? And when you get morning wood, it like exercises your dick, I guess, a little bit, right? So it's like, even if you never jerk off, you won't ever, like, it won't get smaller randomly, right? It's like, if you're a cis guy and you never jerk off, your dick isn't gonna shrink. But if you take estrogen and anti-androgens, then basically it becomes a use it or lose it muscle. So if you don't jerk off, then it shrinks. And not only does it shrink, but you also lose, like, function. Like, at a certain point, you're shooting puffs of smoke. Hello, Moogie. Doctor says, does the doctor advise daily jorking? Well, that's the thing. Like, if you ask a doctor, that's what they'll tell you. It's like, it's a use it or lose it muscle at that point, man. You just gotta, jork that shit. I don't even think you have to, like, come necessarily. You just have to get it hard at least, like, once a day. But, you know, unless you just don't care, in which case. I'm sort of getting to that point where I just don't care anymore, so I might just, like, let it go and see how small I can get. But the thing is, like, you lose the longer you let it go, the more functionality you actually, like, lose. So it's like, at a certain point, you can still use it, but it just doesn't, like, nothing comes out. But at a certain point, it just stops working altogether, and it just becomes, like, completely moot. Is this science? Yeah. Welcome to Biology 101 chat with your Professor Femboy Astra. What is this link? What? James, what is this? Always sunny. Hello, Mookie. I love you so much, Mookie. I shouldn't have to worry about getting the girls preggers. I do not. There's one thing is that, like, the swimmers have died off long ago, chat. They're no longer. My balls are like the Atlantic Ocean. The swimmers have died off. Doctor was like, Astra, have you been sexually active? Astra's like, chat got me this huge toy. I mean, you know. I respectfully disagree until I see visual proof. I don't believe you. Show me. Show me your dick right now on stream. Oh, hello, Moogie. I like she's just been hanging out on stream recently. She's just been like she knows that she's the co-star, or that I'm the co-star, and that she's the actual star of the show here. I don't know what position you're in here, Moogie. You seem kind of uncomfortable, but I guess you're fine. They're so huge, I've flown over it twice. Be careful, there might be a Rambo hanging on. Could be Rambo. Dude, if I were to get a girl pregnant right now, that baby deserves to live. If I were to have sex with a girl right now, and, like, you know, nut inside of her, and then, like, because first of all, you gotta remember, chat, there's nothing that comes out. So first of all, there's no, you know what I mean? There's no, like, it just goes, there's nothing else. So if I were to, like, nut inside of a girl and she got pregnant from it, that kid deserves to live. Like, he had to survive in some, like, rough situation in order to survive, dude. I like, you know what? I applaud that. Like, I wouldn't even get an abortion. I'd just be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I respect that hustle. I respect the hustle. Before he's even born, got a hustle going. Be like 0.00 or 0.009 chance a micro amount comes out. But even if a micro amount comes out, right? Say a little bit actually comes out. Do you think there's any swimmers left in that shit? No, dude. Not only does there have to be fluid that, like, leaves. This is such a great conversation, chat. Not only does there need to be fluid that leaves, right? There needs to be passengers on board, right? There needs to be passengers that are actively, you know, ready to set up shop on the other side. But that's, I don't know if that's gonna happen, chat. I don't know, who wants to volunteer? We could test this out right now, chat. We need a cis woman in chat to volunteer. And you'll be even more broke. This is true. I can't afford a kid right now. Could you imagine, chat? Could you imagine if I had to take care of a kid? Oh my god, it'd be fucked. It'd be like, sorry, kid. I'm fucked up. There could be one cis woman. Have I met your mother? Do you imagine that? Like, this guy is given, like, an interview. He's, like, 70. He's given an interview of his birth and his parents. Yeah, my dad was a femboy and my mom was a whore. Cis woman, Astra, raise your hand. Cis women don't actually exist, right? I don't think cis women are real. It's just sort of like how in Melee there is no cis woman who plays Melee. Not a single cis woman plays Melee at all. Chat, I watched, there was a Melee tournament last Sunday, and it was so good. But it just makes you realize, like, there are no cis women in top-level Melee at all. There might be some swimstras hanging on, like World War II Japanese troop in the Philippines 20 years later. Maybe. Moogie, you're indecent. You gotta, there you go. You gotta present yourself a little bit better than that, Moogie. Not in femboy chat streams anyway. Trey's a military history buff. I'm a military history buff. Are you kidding me? That's my autism obsession, chat. Chat, recently I've been you know, when you every once in a while, like, you have to ask, like, I wonder, chat. You gotta start watching, like, signs you might be autistic videos, and you're just be like, it's funny because other popular fighting games have a few women competing. I guess so. It's just like, I thought there were cis women who competed at top level Melee. It just turns out that some of them are just really good at passing. I had one cis female friend and she ended up being like a racist homophobe, even though I was her gay bestie. Other than all of her friends were either trans or femboys. What? And she was a homophobe? That's kind of funny. There may be one swimmer left doing their very own I Am Legend. He's just down there, like, in a sea of his own dead companions, just being like, I must do it. I must survive. I've been watching Punic Wars, not to be confused with Pubic Wars. What the fuck is Punic Wars? Homie, read? So Asher, your autism is so unique. It's pretty. It's why I kept watching. It's pretty much why I kept watching. It's just I got that autistic dog in me. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like autism or just like, I don't know what it is, chat. This is like 80s hair. Okay. Oh, nice hair. If you contain if you're contain more than 2 syllables, you are asking for trouble. Dude, you guys have to give me a break, okay? Like, you guys talk shit about this all the time. You're like, Astra, you don't know how to read. Astra, you can't, you're so dyslexic, you can't read. But then you guys, like, say, you guys type, like, you have dyslexia. I think you guys have dyslexia, not me. Motherfucker, I rarely fuck up typing. Sometimes I think chat is doing it on purpose for fun. Like, really, like, honestly. Can you tell stories about, Don Shipley, Uncle Astra, feels woman? Don Shipley? I don't know who that is. 3 higher mammals can you read? Oh, it's colon 3. Higher mammals can you read? I don't bother checking. I don't know, chat. Should I take like an autism test on stream to see what we get? Should we do it? Have I done that before? Have I probably have done that before, I think. I don't even know what y'all means there. It's like a Midwest accent. I don't know what you mean there, bud. No need to confirm the obvious. What? I don't think, chat. There's a part of me that thinks that I'm not. There's a part of me that thinks that I skipped the tism. But maybe that's just the hopeful part. I don't know. You might break the website. You have? I think I have done that before. But you remember, chat, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I think the last time I did it, I got no. I think I passed. I think it said I didn't have autism, chat. I think we're good. I think we're free from the autism, chat. Definitely don't have autism. Just ignore the autistic obsessions over here, and then yeah, it makes sense. Apparently, Finster is more autistic than you. I believe that. I believe that one. 420 makes me EP. I might take a 420 hit. Not yet, but probably like in the last like 20 minutes of the stream, I'm gonna take a rip. Trying to communicate with Astra.
I'm home! Ketchero! What? Have you done your homework yet? Oh wait, you're dyslexic. Done your yet homework, Cav? You, I'm Answer. Hey, talking, me too.
I can't even watch. I can't even hear it because I don't have my headphones on, chat, but I've seen that clip enough to know. I've seen that enough times. Not going to hell. Here's a question. What's your favorite block in Minecraft? There's probably a real answer to that question. I haven't thought about it. You know what? You know what it is? It's like stone bricks. You know those like, the ones that have like the T-face? Like if I look up stone brick Minecraft. Yeah, like this one. This one right here. This is my favorite. Specifically like the mossy version of this. See, like this block right here, that's the block right there. That's the favorite block. That's it right there, chat. Is that the autism like litmus test? What is your favorite Minecraft block? There's no way Finn's cake compares to Astra. Impossible. I don't know about my cake, but apparently I have bigger tits than Finn. And you know what? I'm gonna take that win to the bank. I'm gonna take that win to the fucking bank, dude. Apparently, I have bigger tits than Finn. And you know what? I'll take it. She appreciates a little bit of brush on her blocks. A little bit of bush on her blocks. Just a little bit of bush. Tasteful amount. It ain't even close. I mean, I don't think they're that much bigger, to be fair. I don't think it's like not close, but I will say I do think I have bigger tit. And I think I have a B cup, chat. I thought I had like triple A's for a long time, but like I measured myself recently cuz like when I bought the Burning Man outfit, right, chat? I measured myself, like it actually like measured my tits. I forget what like the values were, but it was like it's like, I think I have like a B cup or something like that, or maybe even like a C cup, which I didn't even realize is like a thing. I always assumed I had like double A's because I just like feel like I don't have any titties, but I feel like the cup size corresponds with your body size, so it's like You can have someone with C cups that have way bigger titties than I do but at the same time they might still be both C cups. They're growing? I don't think they're growing, but probably B cup. Those beans are doing their trick if Astra's a B cup. Didn't Finn fuck themselves because they took meds a while ago that stopped breast growth and ended up being permanent? Ooh, I don't know. I haven't heard about that. That's fucked up. Show them. You gotta go on the BP to see them. Hold on. I wonder, could I find my, like, specs? Oh, hello, Moogie. You're so cozy. I love you so much, Moogie. I love you so much, Moogie. I don't remember what my measurement size was. It was like, I think it was like a 30, I think it was like 2 inches or 2 or 3 inches difference between like and I think that's B cup, right? It's 3 inches from like your underbust to your bust. I don't know, chat. There's a way of finding out, but I don't actually know what it is. Your cake is much more feminine when you started streaming. I think so. Yeah, definitely. I feel like, you know what? Shade. Not shade. No shade. But I do think that, get a little bit more shapely than, other femboys. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I do think it has, like, it's interesting for me, because, like, I feel like, I've been thinking about my transition recently, because I feel like my mom just, like, told me recently that it's been, like, 5 years to the day that I came out to her. Which is wild, because I thought it was longer. I thought I was, like, 6+ years on HRT, but it must not be, because I think because I didn't go on HRT before I came out to her, so it must have been, like, I must have only be on, like, almost 5, I might not even be at 5 years in on HRT, which kind of seems like I should be longer than that, but I don't know. But either way, it's like, I've been in it for, like, a good long while at this point, right? And I feel like it's interesting to know how much stuff has changed. You know what I mean? She keeps track of the day like Pearl Harbor. Should post, like, a really old pic of your tits on BP to get a comparison. I don't even know if I have a really old pic of my tits somewhere. I have no idea if I would have that. I might somewhere. Maybe I do. I don't remember. But, yeah, like, it's interesting, because I feel like I've gotten a lot more feminine. I feel like I genuinely pass a lot better than I used to. And I will say, the brainworms, they're still there. The brainworms are definitely still there. But, like, I feel like, genuinely speaking, like, I do feel like I pass a lot more than I did when I first started streaming. Like, if you look at when I first started streaming and first started doing stuff online, I think, like, my face, certain features like my face, I think my butt looks better. Obviously, I have bigger tits. I think just, like, my figure, I think, is a little bit better. Also, like, I feel like, genuinely speaking, like, I just look way better than I did back then. Or emotionally. Do you feel like you've changed psychologically or emotionally? Emotionally, definitely. But that was, like, an almost immediate thing, right, with estrogen. I felt like the estrogen immediately. Like, I didn't take estrogen for physical changes, chat. I took estrogen because the mentality of it. Because, like, when I started my transition, I was, like, super dysphoric. Like, I listen, chat. You get in, like, the world of mental disorders, like, gender dysphoria sucks. It's so much worse than, like, anything else. Like you could have, like, anxiety and depression, that's one thing, but dude, gender dysphoria fucking sucks. It's like your brain feels like it's on fire. It's so bad. And so, like, when I started HRT, the idea wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to become more feminine and cute. It's more like, I just need something to not feel this way, right? And that's what it did. Like, it was almost like an immediate, like, thing for me when I started estrogen. Like, it was almost immediately I felt better. And, like, as I've, like, gotten deeper in it, I feel better, like, consistently about it. I feel like I've only gotten better, like, emotionally off of it. Which is kind of, it's interesting to think about that and how that, like, worked and everything. But I don't know. And my mom was, like, asking me, like, you know, or I don't know if I had this conversation, but I was talking about, like, if I were to detransition or something like that, where, like, I feel like there is no reality where I could ever be like a manly man. You know what I mean? You know how there are people who like don't transition because they'll never pass as a female. I feel like in some regards I'm like that. Like I would never detrans for that same reason. Where I feel like if I were to detrans, I would not be an attractive male. You know what I mean? I would not be like a manly attractive person if I like took testosterone and tried to like go the other direction. It would just not work out. You have a great figure even compared to cis girls. Oh, thank you. You're simply an amazing woman inside out. Aw. I'm going to eat a gummy and roll one. Hell yeah. Ace stare. Do you find it hard to get erect? I mean, well, that's a little TMI, but like, it doesn't happen. I will say I don't get random boners anymore. Typically, you know what I mean? Like, if I can get hard if I want to, but it's never, it needs something to wake it up, right? You can't, it's not like I can't look at something and have it happen, right? Like, you know, like normally when you're a guy and you look at a girl and you just get bricked up, that doesn't happen to me anymore. As TMI, I know it's TMI, but fuck it. But like, yeah, it doesn't work on its own anymore. I'll say that. That hat makes you look like a girl? The hat? I'm not wearing a hat. You're professionally good looking. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I don't know, it's just interesting. I feel like I dodged a bullet, like, with the transition and everything. Like, I feel like a lot of people get to this point in their transition and they start to, like, the weight of it starts to set in. Because I feel like that's one thing about, like, being trans that people who don't maybe think about it enough don't realize happens. Once you get to about this point, I think, and maybe a little even before, you get to the point when you start to realize the weight of the decision you've made, right? Like, my life has been irreversibly changed. And I feel like there's a lot of weight to that. And it's just, I feel like at this point, for normal people, I feel like this is when they start to regret or feel like, oh, maybe I made a mistake, or maybe this isn't what I wanted. But for me, I feel like I'm just sitting here like, man, I would have been fucked if I didn't do this. Like, I would have been shit out of luck. I'm so, like, I feel like, oh my god, could you imagine if I didn't? Could you imagine if I didn't, chat? Oh my, what do you think I would be right now if I didn't take estrogen, chat? What do you think would be what do you think I'd be doing? Chat, what do you guys think would happen to Astra if Astra never goes on estrogen? You have to make a conscious effort to get the periscope up. The what? Because there's nothing wrong with being a feminine guy. There's nothing wrong with being a feminine guy, no. But wonder what Astra's search history looks like. You're supposed to respond with, am I a pretty girl? Am I a pretty girl? Oh, I see, it's a SpongeBob reference. It's hard for me to conceive of you as a guy. Fat boystra. It's kind of impossible to think of you as a guy. I mean, that's kind of nice. I do like that. But, I don't know, chat, because I was thinking about it, like, an unhappy gay dude in Iowa. Probably. Like, I think that's what I would have gone. Because, like, chat, when I was, like, 16, 17, I was, like, gonna join the Marines. I was, like, hoorah, motherfucker. Hello, Mookie. I was, like, gonna join, I was seriously considering joining the Marines when I was, like, 16, 17. And it's, like, now when I think about it, it's, like, I could have, if I had, like, done something, if you go back in time and, like, change how things happen, I don't know. I think I joined the Marines, and I think I fail in boot camp. I think I fail in boot camp, and then I go back home, and I'm just, like, depressed, and then I just, like, become, like, a depressed, like, lonely gay dude. I think that's how I would have gone if I had gone down that route, dude. Like, I don't know. I feel like I just wouldn't have been doing that well. Twink military, imagine the look on the enemy's face when they see a cute femboy. Well, I wouldn't have been a cute femboy because I never took estrogen before. I wouldn't have been on estrogen. You'd probably be very depressed. Probably. I want to kill somebody who I want to kill. Wait, what? How tall are you, Private? Do I have some closeted Marine stories to tell you? Oh, please do. Let me know. Tell me, please. Because it's like, I know like the Navy is like super gay, like legit super gay, like not even as a meme. I know the Navy is like super gay. I know I wouldn't. It's not the height or my physical body that I think would have prevented me from getting like past the Marines. I think like generally speaking, I think what would have. I think it's going back to the autism thing. I think the autism would have prevented me from being successful in the Marines, not my physical body, because they take like there's the height limit for the Marine Corps is like 4'8" or something like that, right? They let you in if you're a short king. It's just that it's the mental. You know what I mean? I didn't know the stacked shit that high. I would have only been 4 years and likely would have had a technician type MOS. Probably would have only been 4 years. Definitely would have had a technician type MOS because I was in. At that point, I was already in like mechanics school, so I definitely would have been in a mechanic MOS. Probably not in like the battlefield. You know, my great grandpa was a tank mechanic in World War II, chat. So it would have been like if I had gotten into the tank mechanic side of things, that would have been pretty cool. I actually went to school with a guy. I went to college with a guy who was in the Army, and he was a Black Hawk mechanic, and he was pretty cool. He was a pretty chill guy. I liked that guy. The overall pass and graduation for the Marine Corps boot camp is approximately 85 to 89%, meaning that a total attribution of final dropout rate is 11 to 14%. That's pretty high, actually. See, the Jacksonville camp lane grinder is bumping. You know you hate this year Mustang, but look at this motherfucker. I mean, it's a 2013. I don't hate the 2013. Oh my god, did I just see a Cummins? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is unbelievable. That is amazing. That might be one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Look at that fucking holy shit, dude. Like I didn't even read the description, and I scroll past and I just see this for a second, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh, that is sexy, dude. That is nice. It's even got the fucking Farmer Bob pipe coming out of the hood. The only thing I would add to this chat is I would add the little flipper for the exhaust. You know, one of those tractor flippers so that water doesn't get in the exhaust? That's what I would get here. Thing is a fucking monster. Like, no shit, dude. This is insane. Putting a fucking 12 valve Cummins into a fucking... That makes 700 horsepower? Built to 47 rear RH to handle 700 horsepower, full manual valve body. Oh my god. Triple lock torque converter, no AC but has heat. No AC but has heat. Oh, dude, I would legit. This is one of the few automatic cars that I would actively drive. It's one of the few of them I would actually consider driving, chat. That is fucking crazy. That is semen. It'd probably throw you in the front lines. I don't think so. Probably not. You're more likely would be drawing from the VA for disability benefits right now for any myriad of shit on top of GI Bill. I don't know. That would be what I would be doing right now, probably. Do you like men or women? I am bi, but very much so leaning towards men. I don't know if I could ever date a woman. I'll put it that way. I could fuck a woman, but I don't think I could date one. But generally speaking, I'm into men. Know a lot of airframe Marines. If you like substance abuse, self-hatred, and self-destruction, then it would have been perfect. I think it's a fucking monster. Astra definitely would have been one of those E1s with a Camaro or Mustang Challenger with 30% APR. Yeah, probably. I'll make my own Marine Corps with hookers and blow. I can fuck a woman if she holds still. I choose to have sex with the fanboy, not because they want to, but because I am stronger. Did Army boot camp at Fort Benning, Georgia, and they did break me down at one point. Damn. I know Marine boot camp can be rough, because it's like mental torture. It's like the whole point is that they try to like fuck with you. It makes sense though. Like I watched a documentary about it recently, and I was just like watching it, and it's like the drill instructors will like come into your like barracks, they'll yell at you and they'll scream at you and they'll tell you to like get undressed, and then that sounds steamy actually. But no, they tell you to like take off your clothes, and then they tell you to put on your clothes, and then they tell you to run across the room, and then it's like they create like chaos, and they're trying to create like uncomfortable chaos, and that's the whole point. And it makes total sense, because you're trying to prepare people for the battlefield where there's chaos. So you have to, like, obviously, if you're going to train them for that, you have to create a sense of chaos. I feel like I would have gotten through that part of boot camp, like, the chaotic parts, because I understand that. Like, I feel like if you go in and you don't really understand that, it's harder to deal with. I feel like going in there knowing that it's chaos for chaos' sake, I think that would make it easier. We did weird homosexual stuff. Did you? Elaborate. How are you so darn cute? I don't know. Genetics. Fanboys fallen. Fanboys fallen. Fanboy unit. Attack. They always mess with you. That's at shower time. They go in there being like grab you by the neck and just be like, start grabbing your ass like, ooh yeah, you like that, private? I'm gonna touch your private's private. That kind of behavior is why I couldn't join the military. It's way too close to abuse for me. Well, that's the point, though. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you wouldn't want it to be any other way, really. Because, I mean, think about it, right? Like, if you're a Marine and you're storming the beach of Normandy, you know, there's people are dying, like, all around you. Like, people are getting blown the fuck up. Your friends are getting turned into schmeat. You know what I mean? Like, there's explosions, there's fire coming every which way, there's dirt flying everywhere, it's wet, you know, there's, like, it's loud, it's fucking crazy. Like, it's just overload to the max. And you have to be able to, as a Marine, keep yourself together enough to, like, still do what you're supposed to do. And I think that's the point of it, is that when you're in, like, a boot camp, there's a lot of, like, seemingly needless or random abuse. But I think the point is to get you to the point where you can handle that kind of chaos and, like, manage yourself. Because that's the way it probably is when there's shells flying. I mean, I think everyone's a gangster until you start fucking hearing, like, shells fly over your head. And you don't know if the next little fucking missile that you hear flying in is gonna evaporate your position. I feel like it's probably terrible, chat. I feel like a lot of people think they could be in the military and, like, handle that shit, but there's a reason why so many fucking veterans have PTSD, dude. That shit's probably awful. My dad did that to me till I stood up to him, so I ain't letting anyone do it else to it. That's fair. That's fair. You know, if you're a Marine storming Karg Island because one of Epstein's best friends needs a distraction. Karg Island. I fucking hate that I know what that island is. Navy boot camp and the instructors won't fuck with you that degree at all. They'd stop doing those shark attacks like after the first week. Huh. I guess that's the Navy though, because they're a little bit softer. You know, they have softer hands in the Navy. I shouldn't say that actually. I knew a couple guys that were in the Navy and they were pretty cool. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't talk shit about the Navy. If we're gonna talk shit about any armed forces, it should probably be the Air Force or the Coast Guard. But I mean, I'd probably not. I do well in either of those either, to be fair. Weed out the people who can't handle it before they get combat and get themselves or someone else killed. I think that's the idea. It's at least for that like first like couple weeks of boot camp when they're like trying to haze you, I guess, into like get those couple people who can't handle that kind of pressure out immediately before anything else. Hi, Moogie. Don't insult the Navy. The Navy. No, if I did join the military, it probably would be the Navy. If I'm being honest, like I know when I was a kid, I always wanted to join the Marines, but I think honestly, if I had to join the military today, I'd probably be the Navy. I like boats, chat. I like water. I like being on boats and on water, so I'd probably like the Navy. Plus, you know, I love seamen. What can I say? But most Navy recruits probably love their rough treatment. That's probably why they stop. Probably why they stop. They're like, recruit, take off your clothes, recruit. Oh, don't make me. What are you gonna do to me? Oh, oh, Sarge. Sarge, don't touch me there. Don't be too rough with me, Sarge. Oh. And Astra ruined it? What? What did I ruin? My battle buddy in basics was Doo-Doo Brown. You can't convince me absolutely breaking them is a good thing, but that's just me. Well, I don't think you're trying to absolutely break people. I just think you're trying to get them ready for the most chaos. I mean, if a Marine instructor at like a boot camp is able to break you, then probably getting shot at in actual combat conditions are also probably gonna break you. So I feel like it's I get it. I understand why it's like you gotta be like you had to do the hazing, because if you can't handle the hazing, how are you gonna handle legit warfare? The Air Force and the Navy as a whole seem to be geared up to set you up for employment after you cycle out. Yeah. Don't worry, drone warfare will make Marines obsolete. I don't think so. I think drone warfare is gonna have a lot more. I think drone warfare is gonna be important, but I think it's gonna be less important as we get on in technology. Because there are already ways to like combat drone warfare, and like specifically like my guess is you're gonna have like a battalion, and each battalion will have like a guy whose job it is to just clear the like a square mile of like airspace from any drones. I feel like you could easily build an AI drone that all it does is detect any incoming drones and immediately destroys it. I feel like that would not be that hard to do. For like an AI perspective. Have you guys seen that one video? I think it was like a Ukrainian dude at a base. There was like a drone coming in, and he like had this gun he just pointed at. It had like a drone mounted to the gun, and he shot it, and the drone just shot out, and just like a heat-seeking missile just immediately fucking targeted the drone and blew it up. In Ukraine, anybody in the trenches is dying in droves. Oh yeah, well that's... I think in Ukraine, most people are dying from artillery, if I'm not wrong. I think artillery is the big killer in Ukraine. Do you think you could kill a man, Astra? Yes, but it would take a few days. It'd take days and days. I don't know if I could, honestly, chat. If, like, you talk about, like, if I could actually be in the military, I don't think I could kill somebody. I couldn't handle it, dude. Because, like, I don't... Like, if I'm in, like, you know... If Daddy Trump picks me specifically to go march into Iran in full TAC gear and shoot some people, I don't think I could. Like, I feel like... there's a part of me that's like, I still view like Iranians as human beings. Like, I don't hate Iranians, and I think they're not like deserving of death because they are Iranians. I couldn't actively like go there and just kill them because my government said so. I would be too like, but they don't deserve it. They don't deserve to die. But like, that's probably just because I'm a pussy, and this is why I'm not in the military, chat. This is why I'm not in the military. Because I would like, you know, that moment where you, like, the guy's on the floor and you've got your bayonet pointed at him and he's just like, please, I got a wife and children. I'd be like, okay, fine. And then he would take a gun and shoot me, and that's how that would end up, right? Just get gay married real quick so you don't have to deploy. I mean, they're not gonna. I'm already like good on that front. If they're gonna take me, it wouldn't matter if I was gay married or not. Like, gay married is not gonna be the linchpin that like keeps the military from recruiting me of all people. Right? If the military decided that they wanted to recruit me, they don't care at that point. They're just gonna be like, yep, there you go. Can you still be forward deployed if you're married? I don't know. I imagine it just depends on how desperate the military is. I don't trust Astra using a drone. She would spy on neighbors. We need free oil. So we need Karg Island. Do you know how much oil comes out at Karg Island? We can be forward deployed. Oh, yeah. Now, if you're pregnant, Astra can just fake preggers. Canada and Greenland would have been so much easier. They have oil. Yeah, it's just take it from those goddamn Canadians. They don't need it. They don't need it. Do you have any do they have a special place for femboys in the military? Yeah, it's called the Navy. No, I don't think they do. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's against, I don't think it's against, like, military, doctrine right now. I don't think if I wanted to, I can join the military. I think right now I'm actively barred from joining the military because I inject estrogen into my veins. Or not in my veins, but, you know, you get my point. I generally believe no matter how advanced warfare becomes, it is ultimately down to what Lincoln called awful arithmetic. That is, whoever can absorb higher casualties numbers and still mathematically exhaust and destroy the other enemy. I mean, that is kind of not true, though, James. I kind of understand that point of view, but, like, you also have to think about, like, certain things, like, in terms of, if you're gonna get autistic about it and talk about military strategic strategy in terms of military strategy, there are instances like the Battle of Rorke's Drift, right, in the Zulu War, where you basically had, you know, the British army was, like, outnumbered, like, 100 to 1, and they just kept charging them, and they just threw wave after wave of, like, human fodder at this small little town full of British people, and they managed to hold the fucking line with single-shot Martini Henry rifles. God, I want a Martini Henry rifle, dude. Oh my god. I wish so badly that I could have a Martini Henry rifle, dude. That thing is so fucking sexy. Trump thought Iran was the same as Venezuela. Well, let's not talk about politics, please. I don't want to talk about Trump. Actually, looking astronomically astonishing today. Oh, thank you. Sergeant is like the drop down and give me 10 push-ups, and Ashley's like, can I be your mistress? Ooh. No, he'd probably be like, drop down and give me 10, and I would get to like 3, and I would clearly be struggling, and I'd be like, he'd probably just be like, okay, I'm sorry, just go home. I would settle for a martini. Look how, like, locked in you are here, Moogie. Hello. You really think you could do 3? I don't know how many I could do. We could try it. We could see how many push-ups do you think I could do, chat? How much do you guys want to bet that I could do more or less than 3 push-ups? Moogie. Got the puke bucket right next to her just in case. So cute, Moogie. Don't do it for free, lol. For $10, I will do 5 push-ups. If I was your drill sergeant, I would punish the rest of your platoon for your weakness. And then everyone would beat the fuck out of me. Half a push-up. We might have to get all better at push-ups soon. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's pretty unlikely that the military ever decides that we are so desperate for recruits that we start recruiting femboys. I feel like that's pretty unlikely. Tabby Fair, thank you for the $10. Drop it goes 50 or just 3. Alright, Moogie. I have to get up here. I need to get up for a second, Moogie. I'm sorry, Moogie. I'll be right back. Alright, first of all, fit check. Oh, Moogie. now I need to try to do push-ups. I don't know how to do this. I'm just gonna have to, like... I don't think this will be... Mookie, you're in the way. Come on, how do I do this, chat? Do I, like... Yeah, this works. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it, chat. I did it. That was too easy. I did it, chat. I did it, chat. Oh, it's kind of exhausting, though. Is it worth a shot for tummy shot? Those don't count. Those were girl push-ups? How are they girl push-ups? What is the difference between a guy push-up and a girl push-up? I don't even know, chat. I thought girl push-ups are when you did it from your knees. I thought that was when you... I thought it was like when you did it... Those was real. Astra was doing guy push-ups? I thought, yeah. It's like, because girl push-ups are when you do it from your knees, not your feet. Those were damn near perfect form. Exactly. See, thank you, chat. You can't do fucking push-ups. It was legit. You only weigh 13 pounds, so not much effort. With guns like yours, you should be able to do 10 push-ups. I don't know, chat. I was kind of gassed after that 5. I don't know if I could do 10. I was kind of gassed after that. How much money for 1 push-ups? Can I get 1 rib? Can't count. We said 3.5. Thank you, Taka, for getting us up to rainfall. Moogie is not happy with me. Look at her tail. She's upset. I'm sorry, Moogie. I'm sorry that I had to get up to do push-ups. What's the price on squats? Oh, I don't even know, man. I don't even want to do squats. Now I'm like tired. I don't want to do squats now. I don't know what the squat. Should we do exercise again as a dono goal? Damn, dude. Chat, I don't know if I fucked up my leg. I don't know how. It looks like my shins are like bruised as fuck. I don't even know if you can see it on camera, chat. Like, can you see how fucked up my fucking leg is? It's like, actually, like, look how fucking, I don't even know what I did to it that, like, fucked it up that much. The tail does look a little pissed. She is a little mad at me. The fuck happened? I don't know, like, look how fucking bruised it is. It doesn't even look that bad on camera, but on, like, in real life, it looks like I am at, like, I need to be in, like, a battered women's shelter or something like that. I think I hit this shit on my, like, little, pedal car outside. And that's where it came from, I think. Dude, I got fucked up. It's, like, purple and shit. High estrogen levels can make you bruise more easily, I think. I guess that makes sense. $5 per squat, $10 per push-up. That's fair. I'll do that. That means Savvy owes me at least 40 more dollars. Bruised up shins. Have you been participating in kinky sex acts lately? No. Fortunately, no. I've just been outside getting bruised by my motorcycle. Later, Virgo's gonna go to work up. Okay. Bitch, don't tempt me. Remember the squat days? I remember the squat days, chat. See, but like this one's fine. Like this shin's fine. Like look at that. Like, look how fine this shit is. I'm trying, like, so hard not to, like, upskirt. Taunting chat? Never the wise option. What do you mean? I'm not taunting anybody. Wait, what? What even is that mean? What does that mean? Thank you, Rainfall, for the gifted sub. Thank you for gifting a sub to you, Minnie. Do you think she can handle the workout? No, I don't. Do you need to check the feet for bruising? I don't want to get banned. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. That is TOS, I'm pretty sure. Like, showing feet is not TOS, but showing feet in a sexual way is TOS. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Just to be thorough. Listen, there's no bruises on my feet, man. Get out of here. Me? No. Just do it really not sexually. This is for medical purposes only. Right. It's medical purposes only, chat. That's the only reason. The only reason why you guys want to see that. It's just so you can confirm. If someone here is a doctor, it's not TOS. Is somebody here a doctor? Is somebody? Caveat in place. Free feet pics in this economy? Yeah, I mean, I don't have enough money to do that. To give away that shit for free? For free? Hello, Moogie. She's so cute. Like, sometimes she just looks at me with her big green eyes, and it's just like, I can't. She's so cute. I'm a doctor and goofing around. She's got hairy toes, no proof otherwise, unless she shows. I don't have hairy toes, chat, alright? I don't have hairy toes. I swear to God, I don't have hairy toes. Hobbit? I'm as much as a doctor as RFK Jr. Are you as ripped as RFK Jr. though? Hobbit feet, Esther, that was a joke. I don't want to see, well. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Doctor medical. I'm not a doctor, I just play one on TV. You keep them dogs away from me, motherfucker. You keep them dogs away. 10 was a doctor? That's true. I don't think 10 is here. I don't think 10 hangs out here that often. 10 has been in here before, but not that often. A good doctor. My God, will they take Astra to Isengard? They're taking Hobbits to Isengard. Do it for 10, you owe him. You're surprisingly anti-feet. My ass is about as hairy as Keanu Reeves from Devil's Advocate. That's, yeah. Yeah. Speaking surprisingly. Universe demands balance from a Moya. Demands balance from a Moya? What did a Moya do that needs a balance? It's like an automatic reflex of sort. Moya is all things beginning and the end. Can I not hate feet? I mean, I think it's a bit weird to hate feet. Like, whenever I see feet, I'm not grossed out by feet. I don't get turned on by feet. But I do think, like, the foot fetish thing is pretty normal nowadays. I feel like if someone has a foot fetish, that's, like, not that weird. I don't think that's, like... It's not like... There are definitely other fetishes that are way more weird. What is this? I don't want to watch a movie clip right now. I don't want to put on my headphones. See, Moogie perked up when mentioning the name. Her ancient Egyptian DNA kicked in. Feet are gross? I don't think feet are gross. I mean, unless you have gross feet. Like, you can have gross feet, but I don't think feet by default are gross. Like, I don't think my feet are nasty or anything. But, like, you're also not gonna be, like... I don't know, if you have, like, a guy, and he's, like, a blue-collar worker, and he's been on his feet for the past 40 years, they're calloused, and they're, like, got athlete's foot, and they're... That would be gross. I'll give you that. That is not... That is gross. But I think if you got, like, a supermodel... Like, a supermodel's feet, it's like, I'm not gonna get turned on by it, because, again, it's just not my thing, but I'm not gonna be like, ew. I mean, I wouldn't touch them, but I'm not gonna be, like, absolutely grossed out by them. The foot fetish stuff is a huge disgust for me. I don't hate on it, but everyone has their own kinks. Just keeping that shit away from me. That's fair, man. That's fair. I guess, you know, some people have their kinks and some people have their anti-kinks. Some people they go in the opposite direction, you know? That makes sense. How many in Astra's chat are here for feet? All this stuff you step on while barefoot and the sweat of your shoe is disgusting. I mean, true, but I don't really walk around barefoot. I'm always, see chat, I've always got like my slides on, so I never really walk around barefoot. Some people can think that feet are cute without fetishizing them. This is true. I have a forklift kink. I don't even think my fiance likes feet. Cute feet are cute like Astra's. Oh, thank you, Cherry. Astra doesn't walk barefoot. She sleeps in Crocs. Yeah. Dude, can you imagine that? How gross that would be if you're walking around, like, outside in Crocs, and then you don't take them off before you get under the covers. Now, that has got to, like, not taking your shoes off before you get into bed has to be one of the most, like... That has to be one of the most degenerate things of all time. Like, if you have a pair of Crocs, and they're literally outside, like, in the mud, and you bring them, you just don't even take them off. You just crawl under the sheets. That shit is nasty. Did we get the rebuild carb? Or the carb rebuild kit? Not yet. I haven't bought it yet. I'm thinking about buying it. I'm gonna pay rent first, so I know I have rent paid before I do that. And then I'll probably buy it, but again, I'm kind of taking a break from the bike just because I'm kind of been like, it's kind of like depressing me just thinking about it, so I've kind of taken a break. I found something you'd want? What? What did you find? I should couldn't climb in a monster truck. Who the fuck doesn't take their shoes up before they go into bed? Psychopaths. That's who. Psychopaths. Shit couldn't find. Oh, what is this? What is this? 150. Oh, I've seen this. I literally have seen this, Taco. I've seen this on here. I would want this, but it doesn't really have. You wouldn't even know it's Baja Blast themed unless you got like really close. And if they're I mean, and they're used, so I feel like I'd be kind of grossed out by, like, wearing somebody else's sweatpants, you know? They're kind of used. I did not think that was what that was for a second. This looks like that's a butt plug right there. That is 100% a butt plug. Like, that's a butt plug. That's a butt plug. The Buckies. Holy shit, dude, this is actually kind of cool. The rejuvenation chamber. Pretty sure they're whiskey plugs. Yeah, but they're butt plugs. They are butt plugs though. They just are. Okay, that's also kind of cool. Happy Father's Day. My God. $2,000 Mustang. Let me look at it. I didn't actually see the Mustang. That was $2,000. There is a 1982 Honda F450. Which is not bad. More than what I paid for it though. Oh, here we go. V6 coupe. Is it an automatic? It's an automatic. Here's the problem with something like this, specifically, chat. Is something like this, not only is it automatic, which again, I wouldn't buy this in an automatic. Part of the reason why I want the manual is just because it's going to be way more reliable. But this is a matte black finish on this car, dude. It's likely it doesn't have leather seats, but this thing would fucking cook you in Florida. Like, this paint, there's a reason why I want a white Mustang, and it's solely because of the heat. Like, this car, comparatively, is going to be much less hot in the summer, just because it's white on the outside instead of, you know. Is it a manual, though? I can't tell. It didn't say. I don't see a slave cylinder with this. That was probably not, or a master cylinder. Is that a chalkboard paint? It's matte, just wrap it white. Yeah, wrapping cars is much more expensive than you might think, Chet. Wrapping cars is expensive. Did she say manual? Emmanuel? Manuel? Not a fan of the matte look. It looks dirty. I don't hate it as much as some people do, but I wouldn't get a matte finish on a car in Florida. Like, maybe if I lived in Iowa still. But, like, a matte finish on a car in Florida is gonna just, it's gonna cook you. It's gonna absolutely cook you. It's not gonna be fun. Automatics are an automatic turnoff for Astra. Exactly. It's like $2,000 minimum for a wrap job. So I'll spend $2,000 on my $2,000 Mustang. I'll be totally worth it. Yeah, wrap will cost anywhere from $2 to $10K. No, they're expensive. I definitely wouldn't do that. Oh my goodness, you're so cute, Mookie. I love you so much, Mookie. I don't know, chat. Cars, I think cars are kind of overrated. Cars are like food. They're overrated. You don't need them. You don't actually need a car or food. You can just not. And it's great, chat. It's wonderful. Like, after the stream, chat, I'm gonna go drive my motorcycle to Walmart, and then I'm going, well, actually, I might go with my mom. I might just have my mom take me, I don't know. But I'm either going to do that, or I'm gonna take my motorcycle to Walmart, and I might die, because my tires are bald as fuck, so I might die. It's a risky endeavor. Sometimes you have to risk your life to go get ramen, chat, and that's how it is. It's just how it is, chat. 2K for a Mustang that runs and drives is a fine for a daily driver. Not that specifically one, Savvy. Like, here, like, I'll let me show you. Like, in terms of, like, Mustangs like that, there is quite a few of them that are not that price. I think there's a couple of them. Let me look here, see if I can find the one that I wanted. There is a couple of them, and they're not bad. Like, if you just look at this, like, there's a ton of them here. For around the $2,000 range, $2,500 range. Let's see if I can set this to manual. But this is automatic, 200,000 miles. Nope. This one is 130,000 miles with just a manual with 130,000 miles. This one's I've actually considered. Like, I bet you I could offer this guy $1,500 for this thing and he would take it. And all it really needs is a new set of tires. I mean, I don't even know what's, like, wrong with it. Like, there's nothing wrong with this car, I don't think. Other than the interior being kind of gross. And I would love a pink Mustang. Like, this thing right here. Imagine if this car didn't have 200,000 miles and was a manual. This would be perfect. This exact car would be perfect. Oh, see, this one's really nice. It's got a manual. Obviously, it's much more expensive, but... Let's see here. There's that one. See, this is the year Mustang that I don't want. Because this is the year Mustang that they went to a hydraulic clutch, and I don't want to deal with that hydraulic clutch. So it's gotta be like this model year Mustang, like 2004 and before. Motors lock. Oof. 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 Okay. Like this one's pretty good. I don't know how much they want for it, but I could probably offer him 25 for this thing. I could probably offer him 1,500 for this car, and he'd probably take it. I feel like it's probably worth it. But it's got 100,000 miles. It's a manual transmission. It's kind of a nice green. I kind of like it. Like, this is not a bad car. Like, if I were to buy a car right now, I'd probably be something like this. Or this. I really love this pink Mustang, dude. I kind of want the pink Mustang. I kind of really want the pink Mustang, dude. I'm not gonna lie. The pink Mustang is looking nice. It's looking nice, chat. It's looking real fucking nice. That don't run and drive. Offer him $1,000. Those V6s were rock solid from those years. That's kind of why I want one. Safety is when you are poor. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about like that. With this, like a V6 and a Mustang, like a 2004 Mustang with a V6 and a manual transmission is exactly what I'm looking for. That's like specifically the V6, specifically the manual, and that would be fucking golden. Be fucking golden. This is unironically so nice. I mean, this one's really nice. This one's only $4,000, and it's really nice. Because it's in kilometers. Oh my god, it's from Canada. So, yes, it needs a bit of work. For the most part, it's a really solid car. V6 from the previous owner. The motor's original, but only has 3,500 miles since the major tune-up, including new fuel injectors and coil packs. The clutch and transmission are original. The car has approximately 100,000 original miles and has been driven like new. The gas tank has been pulled, so that it does have an original fuel pump. The Tire Kingdom put new rack and pinion steering and a ball joint 3 years ago and have maybe 5,000 miles on them. The new Michelin Defenders have about 3,000 miles on them. I rebuilt the brakes myself last year. Ooh, that's scary. New calipers and rotors. Best Buy installed new Kenwood stereo speakers 2 years ago. The new top and carpet are 3 years old. Mako did a nice job with the paint, body work, and at the same time, I also had leather seats repaired after 5 different years ago and an alternator 4 years ago. What does it need then? Because this is a nice car. This is sick. Like, this is fucking nice. $3,800 for this? Not bad. Offer $9,999 for 95 Mustang is the worst year. Was it? But this is like what I'm talking about. This is a 2004, so this one's like exactly what I want. This one's 2000. Really, I'd want to get one that's like newer than the 90s. I feel like post 90s is kind of where I'm wanting to go with it. The closer I can get to 2004 is kind of what I want. The closer it gets to 2004, the better in my mind. Because this one's 2000. I guess I could offer this guy $1,000, but like, stream goal, bookmark this. Do you mean this one? I mean, I don't know. Someone would have to basically donate $1,000 for this. I mean, maybe I could offer him $1,000. I could offer him $1,000 right now, chat. But I couldn't pay him because I don't have $1,000 to pay. Maybe bookmark the 2004? Maybe. I don't know if it will be here that long though, chat. I don't know if this one will be here that long. This one's really nice, but again, I'm sure there'll be others that will come along. I'm not like... This is at least like the 3rd Mustang that I've looked at and thought, ooh, I maybe actually could get this, but like this isn't... I probably won't get this one specifically. Even though this one's like perfect though. It's like perfect. It's a really good price. Low miles. It's got a convertible top, which I kind of do like, but it's new, so it's not leaking. It's got a tan interior, which I really like. It's got a manual. It's a 2004 with low miles. Like, this is ideal right here. This is like pretty much ideal. Like, this is what I really want. But I feel like I could also, like, this one's the same price. It's not even as nice. It's got 80,000 miles more. Sniper. Our engine drives clean, 3.8 liter V6, clean title, smells like cigarettes, stick shift, and welcome. Okay. My wife wants it gone. It smells like cigarettes. It's got 240,000 miles. Okay, that's not worth 25. That's worth like $1,000. This is, why is that on Facebook, bro? What the fuck? Purple Rain Mustang. Offer him right now. Buy it right now. Should I offer the guy $1,000? What? Okay, but what happens if I offer this guy $1,000 for this car, and he says yes? Chat, what happens then? If I offer this guy $1,000 and he's like, fine, come get it for $1,000, what would I even like do? Like I don't have $1,000. I can't pay $1,000 for that car, so it's like, I don't know. Yeah, like why would I spend twice as much money on this car that has over 150,000 miles more than this car, but I'd also be spending more money on it? I don't know, man. This one's probably worth 1,500. If I'm being honest, it's probably worth more than $1,000. This one's probably worth more than $1,000. I don't think this guy would take $1,000. Then lowball, you say nah, bro, 500. Chat could probably come up with it. I've got a good feeling. Do you think so? Do you think so, Savvy? Chat, should we do it? Should we message this guy and be like, "I'll $1,000? Would you take $1,000 for this?" I think you only spend money irresponsibly. What? Why? Jakurt, why? How could I spend my money less responsibly? Put one in chat if you want to see. Okay, hold on, let me look. I like that blue a lot. I really like that blue. That's a nice blue. It's 1,800 bucks, 2002, 180,000 miles. It's a little high mileage. I'm kind of going for like the I'm kind of going for like the 200 like the 100,000 to 150,000 miles is kind of like my goal. Like for this one, it's got 100,000 miles, which is just so nice. Like the idea that I could put that it only has 100,000 miles on this car is really, really nice. I get scared when you start to get closer to 200,000 miles. It's just gonna need more shit, you know what I mean? But honestly, this is not bad for that much money. But if I could get this car, which only has 100,000 miles, I mean, this might not have 100,000 miles on it too. I don't know. Like this could have way more than 100,000 miles on it, for all I know. I think you can spend less responsibly, sorry. The red one is beautiful. It is. How much would that 38 Mustang guy accept, I wonder? I bet you he'd go down to 35. It's been listed for 7 weeks, chat. It's been listed for almost 2 months. So I bet he would go down to 38 or 35. I bet that he has it listed at 38 so that if someone offered 35, he could take it. I bet he wants 35 for this thing. I bet that's what he really wants. And it looks like it's had a lot of work done to it. So, I mean, honestly, I think this is nice. Like, I think it's worth it. I don't think you'd be able to lowball him too much on this one, because it's like, I do think it's worth it. Like, maybe I could offer him $3,000 for it, and maybe he would take that, but again, I don't have $3,000, chat. I don't have $3,000 to just spend. Even if I decided to sell my RX-7 to try to get that money to buy this, that probably wouldn't sell soon enough for me to buy this before it sells. I do like it. It has the infotainment screen. It's got the tan interior. It's so clean on the inside. This thing is nice, dude. This thing is fucking, oh, this thing is nice, chat. Look at that. Look at that beautiful car. It's very nice. I wonder how much it would cost to insure, though. Do you think it'd be expensive to insure a red Mustang? From like 228 or 3 and see where he ends up? Oh, I mean, I would offer that, but like, I really don't have $3,000. Like, maybe if we offered this guy $1,000 and he took it and he said yes, there's a possibility that I could just do like a marathon stream and just raise that money potentially. Like that could maybe happen. I feel like if I really rallied, maybe we could raise the money for this one. I don't think it might be a bit much to ask for $3,000 and like I don't know if we can like raise 3 grand in that short amount of time. More than just feet for 3K. You just show more than feet for. You need to show more than just feet for to get 30 grand. The only thing I hate on this car is the wheels. Yeah, it looks like it's missing its hubcap, and they're not great. But you know, I could always get different wheels if I wanted to. Got a good feeling that $3,800 one is nice. It is nice. A marathon stream would do it. Do you think? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like, you know. I don't know, man. I feel like some people think like chat is an infinite wealth of money that you could just keep extracting money from. I don't think that's how chat works. I think chat has like a limit to how much money they can give away before they don't have money anymore. You know what I mean, chat? I don't think chat is an infinite money box. This is nice though. This is a nice Mustang though, chat. Maybe if I just dream hard enough. Why she got her tits out? Fucking. Would you survive a marathon? Well, it depends on how long the marathon is. Depends entirely on how long the marathon is, chat. Like, if we did... Chat, we could do... If we did, like, a 24-hour stream, what do you think about that? Would 3 grand be worth a 24-hour stream? Tits out helps, hint, hint. Do you think I could survive a 24-hour stream? And do you think if I did a 24-hour stream, I could raise 3 grand? I don't know, chat. That seems like an ask. That seems like an ask. I had to go mute straight to listen to Princess in 1999 while driving home. $3G is worth it with some publicity? I don't know, do you think I could? Tits out helps, hint hint. I think 3K is more like a 7-day stream. I don't think I could stream for 7 days straight, chat. We'd have to do some crazy shit to make that happen. 24-hour stream equals a rip Astra. Yeah, I don't know if I could do stream for fucking 7 days straight. I'd have to do sleep stream. I'd have to sleep on stream at some point. And that would suck. I bet some people would watch. That's confidence inspiring. That's confidence inspiring, dude. Need a PR team. Might need to run some ads. Fuck, dude. If only, man. If only. If only. It's a little fucked up, but this is honestly a really nice car. This is not bad either. Not too high on mileage. I love the blue on this one, I'm not gonna lie. I really like the blue. But there's no pictures of the interior, so it's kind of like sketching me out. Like, why is there no pictures of the interior? What else do we have here, chat? What else do we have? What other options are there? I don't think there are any other options. I think that's it, chat. I think that's it. Except for this 300X. ZX. Oh my god. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up. Song is over. What did I miss? Why you got sad with the bike? I'm just kind of upset about it, just because it's like every time I work on it, it needs more work. It's like every time I touch it, it needs another $100, and it's like, okay, I'm sad. I mean, I'm not that sad. Like, I'm not surprised. I mean, I knew it was gonna take some tuning to get it running correctly and totally right. And it is run, and like I could drive it if I wanted to. It's just that it needs a carb rebuild really bad. I don't know why, but the carb rebuild I put into it initially, I guess it didn't work, or the float is bad, or something like that. But either way, it's not. It's bad. It needs to be replaced. And so now I have to spend like $100 on like the good version of the kit so that I can rebuild it. And I just like really hate taking the carburetors in and out of the bike. So I just like, I'm just gonna like, I'm waiting. Right now, at least, I'm waiting until after I pay rent so I know I have enough money to buy the carb rebuild kit. And after that, I'll probably buy the carb rebuild kit and I'll probably keep it. I'll probably take the carburetor out of the bike, let it sit for a day or two, then tear apart the carburetor, rebuild the carburetor, let it sit for a day or two, then put the carburetor back in, and then fucking see what I can do. But I just like, I don't want to sit out there and get hot and sweaty anymore, chat. Just like a car, EV bikes don't need any parts. They're expensive though. I couldn't have bought a good EV bike for the price that I paid for my current bike. $600 seems like a very attainable goal. Why do I need $600? Guess not gonna buy me a Mustang. Oh my goodness, Moogie, you are so cute. Bike inside, work on it on stream. Yeah, I'll push my bike up my like stairs. Dyslexia? What? E-bikes are fucking expensive. Yeah, they are, dude. Not even, and they don't like, they're not even that good. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, movie. The bike was always a project. It is a project, and I knew that going into it. And I'm not like that upset. Like I'm not like giving up on the bike or anything. I feel like it's so close to being done at this point that it's almost basically done. It's just like if I had a refreshed, like if I was not burnt out, that's just it, chat. I'm burnt out on it. I'm just burnt out. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to get more fuel on me. I don't want to take another shower. I don't want to fucking do all this shit. And I just have to keep doing it. So I'm just going to do a little bit of work on it here and there and just keep going on it. See what I can do. I might try to just buy a new float for it to see if that will work instead of buying the whole new kit. But I don't know. Anything under 3K is junk unless you are a kid who doesn't care what it is. Pretty much. You'll get that car working. I will. I mean, I know I'll get it running at some point. It's just annoying, and I'm just tired of dealing with it. And especially because the last time I drove it, it left me stranded for a little bit, and I had to have someone help me push it out of the way. That kind of sucked. That was not fun. This one's really nice. Only 80,000 miles. Honestly, this is getting to the point where it is a little low mileage. Like, this is a little concerning that it only has 80,000 miles. Like, it has been sitting for a minute with that kind of mileage and has not been moving, which is not great for cars, and you can tell it probably is going to need some more work. So this is actually kind of a red flag that it's low miles. But 3,000 isn't terrible for a car with 80,000 miles. And I love the cloth interior. The cloth interior, this is like the interior I want, because this is going to be the least hot. This is not bad, chat. This is not bad. For $3 grand, this is not bad. Maybe I could offer him 25 for it. But I still think this would be a better car. Because even though this has a little bit more miles on it, it means it's been driven more. And I feel like that's probably means it's in better condition. The other thing is this is a 2004. This is a 1996. So this is 8 years newer. So this is going to be 8 years older and probably have a lot more problems. So I think this is still the move, but this is not bad either. Squats. It says project. Astra should do squats. Bat fives. Anything less than $7,000 is going to be a project. You have to understand that. It's like anything less than $7,000 for a used car is going to be a project. Any car I'm able to buy is going to be a project. I'm under no delusions that whatever car I get is going to be a project car. It is going to be a project car, chat. Bike was too much work. All those cars would be 3 times more work and 3 times more expensive to fix. It's not so much that it's too much work for me. It's like, obviously, like, Shakart, you gotta remember, I have a degree in this, right? Like, I literally have a mechanics degree. I've rebuilt engines, I've worked on cars, literally as a job. I know I can do it. It's not a matter of it being too much work. It's a matter of me just getting burnt out with that specific bike. Like I'm tired. Like I got like it like cut out on me, and I had to go through that embarrassment, and so I kind of got a little bit stung, and so I'm a little bit like hesitant to want to go out there and work on it because I feel like I'm a little nervous the next time I drive it that it's just gonna cut out on me randomly again, and then I'm gonna have to have some fucking old guy help me push it to the side of the road while I drop it. Like, it's just not fun, Chaz. It's not fun. Buying a running reliable car this time might be helpful. Yeah, I mean, there are running reliable cars that you can get, but there's still gonna be projects, Bat Vibes. There's still going to be projects. Like, anything less than $7,000 is a project in my mind. I don't think that you can buy a car for under $7,000 that's not gonna need a lot of work. Too much anxiety? I don't know if it's anxiety. I think it's just, a little bit is burnout, a little bit is just me not wanting to spend more money on it. Like, I wish it just worked and I didn't have to spend money. It's just like, it's just kind of it feels a little like just the cherry on top. Like, I finally got the bike running, I finally got it moving, and I finally have, like, done everything else with it. And then it needed, like, it had issues. Like, the fucking steering was crooked, and I had to fix that, and then I fixed that, and then, of course, after I get everything fucking said and done, the carburetor that I already rebuilt the carburetor, right? I already did that. And of course, once everything else gets done, then the carburetor decides it's not gonna work anymore. And so now I have to fucking go, oh. If it was like anything else, I probably wouldn't care as much. But the fact that it's the carburetor and I have to take out the, you know how it's just so annoying, chat, to take out the carburetor. Like, I'd rather do a head gasket on a fucking Miata than go out there and tear that carburetor apart again. Because it's so annoying to get. It's not even tearing apart the carburetor that's the problem. It's taking it off of the bike. Finagling it to get the cables in the right spot is so annoying. And then you have to, like, fucking force it back into the fucking thing with the boots. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. Dude, it's so annoying. Walkable city? Shut the fuck up, dude. I don't... Fuck your walkable city. Fucking non-American detected. How about a reliable smart car? Smart cars are European and therefore expensive and not very reliable. Yeah, you have to understand, she's gay. Every chat she, I have to agree, I'm a licensed mechanic. She thinks we forgot. Yeah, well, because you guys are like, what? If you think a bike is gonna be too hard, a car is gonna be way harder. You guys are implying that I can't work on a car. Chat, I know how to work on a car. I can fucking do, if I... You get back to it later, right? Oh, of course. Like, I'm not giving up on the bike. Like I need to make that clear. We are, like, so close to the end. It would be stupid for me to stop here because it's like, it's not actually that much work to get it running. I could, if I had the kit in front of me, I could do it in a day if I had the kit in front of me. It's just that I don't want to. I don't want to think about it. Like, I've been just kind of like, I think part of the issue is that I'm not excited about driving it right now. Because the last time I drove it, I fucking had to, like, go through that embarrassing last fucking scenario where I had to literally have somebody help me push it. And that was awful. So I'm, like, kind of nervous. Like, I guess I'm a little anxious the next time I drive it that will happen again. And I just don't want, I've got, like, PTSD from it, chat. I don't want to have to deal with that again. So now I'm, like, I'm not excited to drive it. Because I'm worried that it's just gonna break on me again for no reason. And so I'm just like, not implying that you can't work on a car, it's just too much work. The bike is almost close to running, but it still needs a ton of work to get looking as you want. Well, sure, but I'm not worried about getting it looking the way I want it to right now. I mean, that will happen, but I'm not worrying about that. All I want to do is get it to the point where I can drive it reliably, right? Because it's the only thing that it's the only safe mode of transportation I have right now. Every time I drive my motorcycle, my Rebel, it's like I'm risking. Like, I'm playing, like, Russian roulette every time I get on that Rebel right now. And it's not a good thing. Like, I really gotta not drive that fucking Rebel. And so the idea is that if I just get this fucking car... If this carburetor was just working and it didn't have this fucking problem where the float's not working correctly, if I could just have this fucking thing and it just worked, I could fucking just drive it and I'd be fine. And I'd have a vehicle that I could drive wherever I want without worrying about it fucking not having enough traction or having the chain explode on me or some bullshit, right? That's all I really want, chat. But now I'm just like, ugh. Now I'm just tired. I'm fucking, ugh. You need to either fix the Rebel or sell it so you can fix the other one. I'm probably gonna sell the Rebel, but I'm just waiting until I get the CM400 to the point where it can replace the Rebel. It's not there yet. But as soon as it is, I probably will sell the Rebel. I'm not sure totally yet, but that's probably my plan. I don't really feel like I have a need for both of them, so I probably am gonna sell the Rebel for some, at some point. What I missed, the Rebel was running fine. The Rebel was running fine, it's just that the engine, okay, the problems with the Rebel are it has really bald tires. So it has, the tires on it are like over 10 years old. They have a lot of dry rot. The rear tire specifically has barely any tread on it. So it's just not safe to drive. And because of that, it's just like, I feel like as a motorcyclist, every time you get on your bike, you're making a risk assessment. And on my mind, honestly, it's not worth the risk to drive that bike with bald tires most of the time. Sometimes I still have to because I just have to get somewhere or something like that. But most of the time I think it's actually not worth it to drive it because I think it's too dangerous to drive it the way it is. Because it's like, if it rains or something, then I'm fucked. Like, I can't control the weather. If it rains on my CM400, it's fine. It's got a new pair of tires. Brand new tires. It's got a brand new chain and brand new tires. It'll be fine in the rain. But the Rebel with its decade-old tires and dry rot is going to send me onto my ass, and I don't want to deal with it. Bald tires mean you can Akira slide everywhere. Riding on tires like that is more than just them being bald. I know, it's dangerous. It's like, I don't want to ride the Rebel because of that. And so basically, at the moment, chat, where we don't have a vehicle, like, I don't have a car or a vehicle that I can realistically drive safely, and it's upsetting me. So I want to get this fucking CM400 done, but that's the worst part about it, chat. Is it is like, this is my, I made this bed. I could have gotten a car instead, but instead I chose to buy a vintage Honda. Instead I chose to buy a Purple Rain project, chat. My decisions have led me to this point. Can't find another Astra. I looked. 400 tires would be $300 to $400. Yep. And I just don't want to I don't have $300 to $400 to put under the Rebel right now. I just don't. And the annoying thing is right now, I think, that I'm really annoyed with, is that in order to test the carburetors, I have to fill them up with fuel, which is really annoying, because then as soon as I fill them up with fuel, and then I realize it's still a problem, now there's fuel in my carburetors, and I have to take them apart again, which means I have to dump fuel, like, all over the ground, and it's really annoying, and it's really smelly, and I feel like it's a fire hazard, so I'm trying to, like, catch the fuel in a bucket or some shit like that. It's just like, ugh. Astra is iconic. I'm sad I'm on the West Coast now. Harder to make streams. I enjoy seeing another trans Catwoman streamer. Oh, thank you. I mean, being on the West Coast isn't an excuse. Taco is on the West Coast, and Taco's here every stream. Fuel can evaporate fast if you use a lighter. If I use a lighter, right? Yeah, no, that's a great idea. I don't know, chat. It's just like, oh god, it's just such, like, it's not the fact that it's a lot of work. It's not even that much work, I don't think. It's just the tediousness. It's just like oh, I know I have to do this again. That's it, chat. That's all it is. I'm just so over it. I'm so over it. You can go to jail for arson, too. Chat, I don't know if we're gonna go out there and work on that shit. Maybe I will, though. I might, you know what, chat? I might try putting the old floats back in instead of buying the new kit. I might try putting the old floats back in first. I don't know if I'll do that yet, because that means I'll have to, like, try and put it back in again. So the thing is, I can take it out and, like, twist it so I can, like, fucking undo the bottom of the bolts and then get to the floats without taking it completely out of the bike, without unhooking up the cables, which is really what I don't want to do. So I could try that, but then I still have to keep making a mess with fuel. Imagine, like, if I take the floats out, I can make a mess with gas, I put the new floats in, I put it back in, and it's still got the same problem, then I'm fucking mad. then I'm gonna have to make another mess. And it's just like, oh my god. No rebuild kit. I mean, theoretically, chat, if the problem is... The problem could be something like, well, the new carb kit that I bought had plastic floats, and maybe it was just not... There was a manufacturing defect on it or something like that, and maybe there was something like that, and so all it needs is for me to just put a different float in it, and I could just put the old floats back in it, and it might just work. And I don't have to spend any money, because I don't want to spend $100 unless I have to. I have no idea how hard it is. That is, for me, it's completely out of my league. I'm building a printer interface with electronics, but engines is way too much for me. It's not that hard. It's really not. It's mainly just being burnt out and kind of pissed that I have to keep fucking dealing with it. I just want to have it not... I want to stop taking things apart on the bike, and I just want to have it work, god damn it. Just want to have it work, god damn it. Hillary Clinton stuff. Chat, should we take a 420 hit? Because the stream is 420. Should I take at least one 420 hit? Should we take a 420 hit so that I can at least have a, you know... Hi, Moogie. I'm smoking. Take a huge one. Well, I think I'll take a huge hit and then I'll end the stream, chat. We'll take a huge hit and then I'll end the stream. There are 33 days and 7 hours and 59 minutes until the man burns. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this like this. That's how I'm gonna do it. Look at that Moogie. Alright, watch this, chat. Watch this. Smoke him if you got him, chat. Oh fuck, I don't know if you can see it. Alright, that was a big hit. Ha. Anyway, chat. Fucking 420 stream, chat. Anyway, chat. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for watching and hanging out. I'm gonna snuggle Moogie. But I will be live again tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching.